Why are Tekken 8 CPUs so bad? Surely I'm not the only one who thinks this. Yes, Tekken 8 is primarily supposed to be played online. That's how I'm sure 99% of the players play it. If you strip everything away, that is its base function, player versus player. Then there's the occasional time where it's local play, whether that be in an arcade or just like a few days ago, I was playing with my brother on stream. Ton of fun. But man, if you just want to chill while playing the game, don't play the game, because you can't. You have no options. It's either play online, where the experience is just Nah, you got me again with it. Nice, the machine gun. Nah, you got it again. Shut up, man. Or play offline, where there's really no challenge. You are clearly fighting a bot and it's not okay. And really your only options for that are story mode, which is super limiting because for 85% of it you're playing as Jin, and not even him with his full moveset. Then of course there's normal versus with the CPU, which we're about to go over. Then super ghost battles, which in my opinion is a little bit better. Then there's arcade mode, but like you only have 3 options for difficulties instead of normal CPU where there's 5 difficulties. But I will say arcade mode does have its challenges. It is definitely not the easiest. If you really wanted to, you could stretch it and say character episodes, but So I want to go through these modes and just show you guys what I'm talking about. So the first and the worst that we're going to go over is story mode, and it's not bad because it's bad, and that totally makes sense, but it's more so because of how limiting it is. First thing being difficulty. There's only 3 of them. Obviously we're going to go on hard here. And then character. Like I said before, you only get to play as Jin. So it's like, why on earth would you choose this mode unless Jin's your main? And this is probably an example of the best CPU in the game, in my opinion. Gosh dang, I just slapped him in the face. It only sucks that it's like, hey, you can only play through this with these 2 characters fighting each other. And like I said, although this Kazuya CPU is probably the best in the game, it consistently drops combos, which makes it pretty unrealistic for fighting like actual players, you know? And that's what you want. You want to be able to train against actual like players without the risk of being absolutely decimated, you know, which is what's gonna happen if you try to play online, since everybody's trying to win so badly. Character episodes is one that I don't even really want to go over, just because it's like arcade but not as good. In my opinion, it feels a little too easy. Like, I know that this is stage 1, but I'm gonna beat this Azu pretty easily, I think. Like, it doesn't even seem like she's blocking, you know? Like, so here we're on the final match, right? And I'm gonna get hit by an unblockable because I suck, but it's fine. The only one who gave me an issue was Asuka, which was last round, and it was because I kept misinputting stuff. Not even because she was a challenge, you know? And I don't think it's like, oh, but Mike, you played this game a lot and you're good. Yeah, I'm okay, but hey, hold on, just chill a second. Like, I'm alright at the game, but I'm not like crazy anything good. Why? Like, why does he keep going for the unblockable? Bro wants it so bad. It's not like a real player where they can adapt to what you're doing, you know? You just kind of figure out what they're doing and you go from there. And it's just, I don't know. So here I'm fighting Harada's Ghost. And I like to think that Super Ghost Battles is pretty good. A step above arcade and normal versus. I like them. I've messed around with them quite a bit. I've beaten all the CPU ones that are preset in the game. But like, even these ghosts, in my opinion, I don't think are as good as the Kazuya Ghost in the last battle of story mode, you know, which kind of sucks. They're not the worst, but they're not the best either. Probably the coolest thing about ghost battles is when you get to fight yourself, right? As you're fighting, your ghost is, you know, fighting like you. It's collected data, and you're essentially fighting yourself. The only thing that kind of sucks with that is your opponent has to be the character you're playing as, so that they can, you know, figure out what you're doing and copy it. And it's cool. It's one of the coolest features in this game, in my opinion. They're not as smart as I wish, which you see that he adapted right there to my down 3+4. So again, it feels a little bit, you know, limiting. So this mode just isn't really optimal for wanting to learn about, you know, new characters, how to face off against them. I'm sorry that hit. Okay. All we can do is hope that my ghost learned from that experience. Then we move on to the most basic and probably popular version of playing offline, and that's Versus. And like I've mentioned before, Versus has 5 difficulties: easy, medium, hard, very hard, ultra hard. The only problem is they all kind of suck. So with easy here, he attacks maybe every 5 seconds, and he doesn't block, like, at all. I can throw out anything, and he will not block. It does not matter. So they're essentially just a living, breathing punching bag, to where, you know, they will try to hit you every 5 seconds, like I said, but other than that, he's not doing much. Then you move on to medium here, and it's not much better. I don't think he blocks either. Like, if I just keep doing 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, okay, he ducked it. Okay, look at that. He did a little bit of a counter there, but that was it, and now he's dead. All right, so now we're on hard, so I'm going to try hitting him with the 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. See, he just tried doing an attack there. Okay, still not blocking. We got him at the wall. Let's see what he does. Okay, question mark kick. He's still not blocking, though. Like, I don't get it. Like, why wouldn't they block? I don't understand why you would make it to where it's like, oh yeah, don't worry, when you fight a real person, they're not gonna block. It's like, dude, yes they are. That's one of the first things they're gonna do. Even if your opponent never gets to attack you, they're going to block your attacks. All right, so he's gonna attack first, and I'm just gonna hit him with the fort. Look at that. The duck and the launch. So this is very hard. So now we're getting somewhere. Nope, okay, still not really blocking. What the actual heck? And then we're on the final difficulty, ultra hard. So I'm gonna let him attack first. There we go. And then I'm just gonna go for the fourth. Look at that. Now we're blocking. We're ducking. We're punishing. There it is. Okay, okay. But see, and that's the other thing. So that is the one final thing I did want to bring up. Even when they get an opportunity, they will only do like a maximum of 3 hits. And then they just quit out on you. I don't know. I honestly, I feel like very hard should have been the easy. Ultra hard could be the medium. Like, think about it versus Smash Bros. Have you ever fought a level 9 CPU on Smash Bros? It's not easy. It's tough. And maybe you guys will have to let me know in the comments down below, but are all CPUs in fighting games like this? Because obviously my only point of reference are this game and Super Smash Bros. And Smash Bros, those guys aren't forgiving. Like, they come at you with malicious intent. But in this, they just stand still and take it. So I don't know why the CPUs are the way that they are. I wish that they would do a complete overhaul and just make them better. Am I off my rocker here? Am I just, I've gotten good at the game and now I am hating on this feature because it's not at the level that I'm at? I don't think so, because I never really liked fighting CPUs in the first place. Like, they just weren't there. They weren't it. But yeah, so I hope you enjoyed my demonstration of Tekken 8's CPU capabilities and incapabilities and just giving my general thoughts on it. I really would like for them to improve this feature. I think it'd be nice, but obviously it's not something that anybody's crying for, right? Compared to all the other issues they got going on, this is the least of their problems. But it would be cool to see an improvement down the road. So why don't you let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. And as always, if you want to talk to me personally, feel free to join the Discord. That link is down in the description. And don't forget, I stream Tekken 8 with viewers every week. That'll do it for me today. As always, thank you for watching. You'll see me in the next one. God bless, and don't forget to stay mad.